Which is it for you, Dr. Badaya? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Okay, how would the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They are already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They are everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
Shine. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káalẹ́ níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti láǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Oòduà pátápátá. Mo kí gbogbo olólùfẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá. Mo kí wa nílé, mo kí wa lóko. Ẹ má bínú pé a tún padà wá nítorí pé àwa náà ni nítorí àsìkò tí a ní kò pọ̀ púpọ̀ mọ́ láti fi délẹ̀ lérí tí gbogbo wa ń fẹ́ ní ọkàn. And that means we have to do as many now of broadcasts as possible so that we can get the message out to millions of people. Èmi náà ni ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí KOIKIMEDIA. It's coming up to 20 minutes to 12 midnight. Èní ni 8/5/2022. But one thing I can say is we are back again and we will continue to appreciate each and every one that is out there. I welcome us again as we are just about to get into the broadcast, and I can see as usual, okay, there's no sound. Really? There is sound. There is sound. Maybe from your side. There's sound from this side. Maria Tobimiloma Kale, and welcome to the broadcast, and the rest of you that have joined as well. Okay. Bá ṣe kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. It is the conversation that goes as we're about to kickstart again. Those of you watching on Koiki Odudua page, at some point you would have to watch it from KOIKIMEDIA so that we can have a smooth broadcast for the rest of the evening. I will let the Koiki Odudua page continue to run, but there is a page and there is the Facebook itself. But for now, let's see how we can manage the broadcast. The sound go ahead. Eshegoni Prince Abimbola. School is tomorrow and there's little I can do with the sound, but I'll try. As long as I'm not playing any audio, I can increase my volume. But if I'm play audio, make sure I drop it down a little bit. Welcome once again to those of you that have joined us and those that have been with us throughout the afternoon program that we had earlier. Awareness, campaign, rally, it's all about the conversation tonight as we are just less than almost 72 hours before the Ekiti court case to Tumboni on the 11th. Ola as well, there will be a court case tí àwa àti federal government àti Chief Sunday Igboho tí ó ń bọ̀. That one is coming up tomorrow as well in Ekiti, in Ibadan. And we hope as many people will make it to Ibadan tomorrow. And likewise, the 11th of May, when the main one will be coming up as well. Bear with me, we're just setting up the remaining platforms and then we would go into the broadcast. I picked up something as I can always say all the time. There is going to be a lot happening. But the most important thing for every one of us to understand, okay, I might have to drop one of the streaming because the YouTube is really struggling. I can see that already. So I must stop broadcast on lórí KOIKIMEDIA page. So if you continue, I advise you to switch to the KOIKIMEDIA where you can continue to watch it because it's still at the moment it's going in and out. But I'll see. I'll give it another few minutes. Then if it's still struggling, then I'm going to have to turn one down. Anyway, it is Sunday as we're going into Monday, another beautiful week ahead. Since tí a ti sọ pé àwọn ò ń ṣe oníjà àti pé ọmọ Yorùbá a ní ọpọlọ, Ọlọ́run fún wa ní ọpọlọ tó dáa tí a fẹ́ fi kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. That means pé a ní láti ṣe a lot of campaign and awareness. It is not enough yet, so that means we have to do more. We have to do a lot more so that people that are not aware will know the reason why we want to go out of Nigeria. It is not just about àwa nìkan nísìn. It is about àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá. So the June 12 rally is coming up in London. I'm sure ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ti gbọ́ pé rally ń bọ̀ ní London. But we need everybody to also support so that it can be a successful one. There's also a rally coming up in America. I'm going to be giving you all the details because I got the message as usual that there will be one coming up. Tí bàbá wa Pastor Ológunolúwa táwọn náà fi ránṣẹ́ sí mi. So there's quite a lot. So that means we need to push everything out for people around the world to know the reason why we want our sovereignty back as the Yoruba people. There's a football match coming up as well. We cannot just sit behind and say, I think by Yoruba nation, without doing a lot of awareness and campaign. Àwọn kan máa rò pé awareness and campaign yet are more than enough. I tell you, it is not enough yet. We still need to push a little bit more so that we can get the message clearly to our people that also might not know about Yoruba nation. Kí là ń pè ní Yoruba nation? Kí ni ìdí tá a ṣe fẹ́ Yoruba nation? Àti kí ni ìdí tá a ṣe ń sọ pé 1999 constitution is one of the most fraudulent constitution that you can ever think of. Kò sídìí méjì ju pé the constitution has not favoured àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá for a very long time. Ó lè favour àwọn kan, but kò favour gbogbo wa. And that is why we are now saying it is better that we allow Nigeria to be on its own, and then we can plan a better future among ourselves. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe politics nígbà tí ilẹ̀ bá dá dúró, á lọ ṣe politics based on the constitution that represents everybody. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe business, á lọ according to the constitution of the land. Kò ń ṣe léyìí nísìn tí èèyàn ṣe business tí constitution ò favour ẹ̀, ó kàn favour àwọn kan against àwọn kan because we have been marginalized. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ wá feel pé òun fẹ́ lọ gbé láàrin àwọn ẹ̀yà míì nígbà tí ilẹ̀ bá dá dúró, ó ní right láti lọ just as bẹ́ẹ̀ mi náà ṣe wà ní abroad. Kò ń ṣe dandan ni pé mo láti wà ní bíbáyìí. Ó pé mi ni mo ṣe wà ní bíbáyìí. Tó o bá pé mi, mo ní right láti kúrò nílùú yìí láti lọ sí ìlú míì láti lọ gbé. So kò ń ṣe pé àwọn Fúlàní ni ó máa dá wa dúró, but ṣé àwa la fẹ́ lọ àbí àwọn ló fẹ́ dá wa dúró? It is entirely up to us. But we want to tell everybody that we can go out of Nigeria, but it has to be done collectively with every one of us. Collectively. And the only way we can do that is to speak to people, engage the people, and promote the Yoruba nation. We are not criminals, and we are not secessionists as a lot of them do call us, because sometimes they use the word we are secessionists. There's nothing like that. It's just fabrication of what they want you to think. We are not secessionists. We are law-abiding in every part of the world that we have lived. I've lived there for more than 20 years, and I've been jailed where a lot of you might not know. We have lived there as a law-abiding citizen. So if anybody is telling you that Intogbedani is criminality, just tell them that they do not know what they are talking about. But most people know. It's just that the selfishness. It might be not, all our other platforms. That is why I'm not concentrating because the Instagram is not on yet, and I'm trying to get it on quickly. So I guess the first one is on. I'll get a second one out in just about a few minutes. So if anybody is telling you that we are criminals, we are creating problem for Nigeria. Nigeria has already had problem, and my job is now to help it dissolve peacefully. That's if it's going to break peacefully. But a lot of people know the word peace is not something the Nigerian government likes a lot. So there's tendency that it will become violent. But before you can even get to violent, we want to encourage people to do what we have been asked to do. Sign the petition, campaign, awareness, raise the bar of the campaign to a different level. And that is why I'm going to talk first on June 12. Kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní June 12? The June 12 mega rally, which is coming up in the United Kingdom, London precisely. We need everybody ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń gbé ní United Kingdom. It's a Sunday. You can come in on a Friday and spend time with your loved ones, attend the rally on a Sunday, and then you can go back to your base before 6 o'clock or maximum 7, depending on the train that will take you back to Manchester, that will take you back to Birmingham, Hull, even as far as Scotland. We need everybody to be down here. Especially those of you, probably you've not been to London, for some time. So it will be an opportunity láti wá kẹtẹ̀túwárí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yín, àwọn family yín, àti gbogbo àwa tí a jọ ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Ẹ fàyè sílẹ̀, ẹ tètè búùkù gbogbo ibi tí ẹ bá ti máa ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún train àbí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ drive. Ẹ fi àyè yẹn sílẹ̀ kẹ́ wá ní June 12. I know some of us are saying, ó bọ́ síjọ́ Sunday, a fi lọ sí church. Tí wàhálà bá dé nísàlẹ̀ lọ́hùn, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì lè lọ sí church àti mọ́ṣáláṣí àtàsàlátù. Because ẹ̀mí yín ilé ló máa wà nígbà yẹn. But we don't want that to happen. That is why we are raising the bar of the campaign. But before we can also do that, it needs a lot of support and assistance from every one of us, especially when it comes to donation. And what do I mean by that? We all know that, we just had a town hall, it's short media between Bedu and, some of us on his platform to come and talk to us about, the support that we need. And it's a shame that a lot of time that we ask for people to come and support is coming up in less than how many weeks. It is literally almost less than give and take. There'll be a month precisely, if not before June 12. And they want to put our own advert on the London transport so that it can help us get the message to millions of people, because the London transport that move from point A to B would drive at least nothing less than 1 hour, if not 45 minutes. Kò sí bus tó bá wọ̀ nílùú yìí láti ibi tó ti gbéra títí débi tó ń lọ, ó máa take at least an hour. But now, iṣẹ́ wo ni advert yìí máa ṣe lórí London transport? Ọmọ Yorùbá tí kò gbọ́ á gbọ́ pé wọ́n fi ṣe June 12 mega rally. Ọmọ Yorùbá tí kò tẹ̀ mọ̀ tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí nípa Yorùbá nation á láǹfààní àti gbọ́. But this is not going to be done free by the transport system. You have to pay for it. It's not going to come as a free biz. It has to be paid by us that want our advert on that system. The system is available for everybody to use as long as you are not writing anything, that is not worth writing on it. Because Oma make sure pé ntẹ́ fẹ́ gbé síbẹ̀ ntí ó wà allowed according to the law of the land, which is where we are living. But we are allowed to, advertise Yoruba Nation or Yoruba Mega Rally or whatever inscription tó bá máa fi sórí ẹ̀. But the question is, are we having enough money to do that? Or should we just say, Koiki ẹ̀yẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé a fẹ́ ṣe mega rally lórí platform yìí, ìyẹn náà ti tó nìkan, I need any other London transport. But that for me, everybody knows is a total lie. We need that in the sense that it will help us with our agitation. And part of how we can do that is to donate. Donate, voluntarily to the Just Giving that has been set up for that purpose. The Just Giving that will be used to, make the payment when the money is available to the London transport. The Just Giving that would help me and you, as we know that without proper assistance from the members of the public, it will be very, very difficult láti ṣe kíní tá à ń sọ yìí. But I know we can do it. It is possible if we all, get involved, if we all donate towards it. So again, we are appealing to every one of us to please let us, try to at least, put in our own effort, just as I believe we've been doing for a very long time before. It's not the first time that we need money. Money is needed in a struggle. Money is important in a self-determination like ours. Don't let anybody tell you we don't need money. Don't let anybody tell you money is not important. Money is very, very important. It's the key to unleashing and opening so many doors so that we can get our message to the UK citizens and so many other people that are living here or here for holiday. Because ẹlòmíì kọ́ máa wá sí ìlú yìí fún holiday ló máa gbọ́ pé wọ́n fi ṣe Yorùbá rally. Ó lè má jọmọ Yorùbá, but kó ní ọ̀rẹ́ tó jẹ́ Yorùbá, á dẹ̀ bá wa pass message yẹn sí. But táwa fúnra wa gan ọ̀bá make effort yẹn nísìn, then who are we expecting to come and help us, deliver this opportunity? And that is why we're coming out again tonight to say it can be done. It is possible, and it can also continue to happen. So that is on that, and I'm going to come back to that again shortly. Let's come back out again. June 12 is not the first time we are doing it in UK. I believe this will be the third one. I think we had one in 2020, 21, 22. So we're looking about almost, at least about two. Maybe this is going to be the second time. Eric, we're going to the front of the number 10 Downing Street. Yes, we know that people will say they're not going to listen to us. We don't want them to listen to us, but we want to leave what they call information, footprint. Because when it gets to where we don't listen to them anymore, I can come out and say we have evidence that Awasi Iwaju number 10 Downing Street, and we've been doing that continuously, asking you to look into the situation that you created in 1914, and we can then decide whether we still want to be part of Nigeria that was put together, during the amalgamation. But if they say no, it's not going to happen. They don't want to listen to us. We're just coming there shouting, we go back home. But when things get in the other way, inside that contraction, the British government will never say, we never tried. I don't want to say blood spill in the Yoruba land or in Biafra land, even in the north. But already there is blood spill. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti ta sílẹ̀ gan rẹpẹtẹ. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ṣì ń ta sílẹ̀ bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Millions of people are dying on a daily basis. millions of people will continue to die because we are not doing enough to stop it. Don't expect the government to stop it, because the government is part of the criminality that is taking place in Nigeria as we speak. The government is part of it. But myself and you can stop the government. How do we do so? Is exactly what we are doing now. Continue to campaign peacefully. Continue to demand. Continue to do a lot of different things. But if we sit behind just talking and not taking the campaign to Ekiti as it's coming up on the 11th, going to the CONIFA football match as it's coming up on the 21st and the 22nd, going to the US rally, which I believe, let me just double check, is coming up on the 9th. I'm going to give you the full details now. I believe it's coming up on the 9th. I'm just looking that up quickly so that I can give you the right time and date when it's coming up. The mega rally, yes, is coming up now on the 9th of June. So I'm going to push that to you now. The Yoruba Nation mega rally is coming up in America on the 9th. And let's just, listen to this.
Diaspora mega rally. Yorùbá ìran àtàtà ẹjẹ́ ajígìrì kájọ fìgbànú kan ṣọ̀já bó o nìna kí àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù lórílẹ̀‐èdè ìtọ́nijẹ́ Nàìjíríà ní ti sórí tí US Department of State 2201C STNW.Washington DC 20520 ìyẹn ní Thursday lọ́jọ́ kẹsàn-án oṣù kẹfà ọdún 2022 yìí láago 8 àárọ̀ kùtù sí 5 ìrọ̀lẹ́. Yorùbá ó tó gẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè ẹlẹ́tàn tó kún fún tàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ irọ́ àti jìbìtì orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan níbi táwọn àtọ̀húnrìnwá ti ń fipá báwọn obìnrin Yorùbá lò wọ́n rẹwà jẹ wọ́n tún rẹwà dànù nílẹ̀ bàbá wa tógun kọ́ tìjà kọ́ ìpolongo ìta gbangba fún Yorùbá nation yìí lọ́nà àbáyọ torí pé ẹnu ara ẹni la fi ń kọ́ mi jẹ Yorùbá ò ṣẹrú mọ́ láti kópa níbi ìpolongo yìí tàbí fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ lè kàn sí àwọn olùkéde wọ̀nyí Prophet Ayọ̀délé Ológunolúwa Chairman Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally USA 803-846-1116 Abiodun Ojo Akọ̀wé +1 347 301 8360. Òwúyẹ́ Alukoro 718-808-5914. Pẹ̀lú olùdarí ẹ̀ka ti USA Mr. Jimmy 916-516-3933. Yorùbá gbòógì lòmìnira wa jẹ́ torí pé àwa lùgbà adúláwọ̀. Yorùbá nation ní tiwa òun gangan la fẹ́.
Yoruba Nation òun ni tiwa òun gangan la fẹ́. So ẹ jẹ́ ká fi gbogbo àwọn date àti time yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká fi sí ìkápá wa fún àwa tí a wà ní ìlú Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ lè kàn sí bàbá wa Pastor Ológunolúwa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kàn sí wọn ká lè ṣe kí ni ká lè gbáradì fún June níbi tí rally yẹn náà máa wáyé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kàn sí wọn. June 9 is a Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please contact Prophet Prophet Ológunolúwa àti Mr. Jimmy. Àwọn ni wọ́n wà nígbà ètò yẹn. Fún àwa tí a wà ní UK, àwa lè kàn sí Mr. Olúgbẹ̀dù tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Gbẹ̀dú Walkabout lórí through either myself or Sister Bukky Taiwo or the rest of the team that are here in the United Kingdom. Sherry, effort tí à ń make nísìn will go a long way and it will help the movement. All this effort is to continue to tell the world that the amalgamation of 1914 traction that was put together in 19 14. But we can't do it without publicity. We can't do it without more effort among every one of us. And those efforts is why we are doing this continuously. So again, June 9, Nilo America, the rally is coming up, which is just about 3 days before the UK one, which is June 12. But the UK one, they need to roll out an advert. Also, they are planning to put out a rally during the carnival. I'm talking about the Notting Hill Carnival. A lot of people know about the Notting Hill Carnival. Hardly lentiko ba iti gbo nipa Notting Hill Carnival because we have been there before. And it has always been Nigerians corner. When we all thought we are Nigerians, but now that we are no longer interested in Nigeria, it is an opportunity that we, the Yorubas, create our own scene for the carnival. The Notting Hill Carnival is an annual Caribbean festival event that has taken place in London since 1966 on the street of Notting Hill area of Kensington. It's a 2 days event. It comes up on a Saturday where they had the kids one or the children's one, which is on the 27th of August. It's also a bank holiday. It also comes up on the Monday 29th, which is the adult one. The Notting Hill Carnival is an annual event featuring the sound system parade bands that has taken place in London since in the mid-60s. Oríṣiríṣi ìlú ló máa ń wá, oríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń béèrè fún, can we have the phone number for the America, please? I will try and get that out. I'm charging my phone, or you can contact me. I'm not sure whether I can put the number out, but I believe I can do so. But if not, contact me. I can give you the number. And don't bear the number. Notting Hill Carnival is attended by over 2 million people and 40,000 volunteers, and about 9,000 police officers will be on the spot. It's an opportunity for us to tell 2 million people on that day that we are Yorubas and we are no longer Nigerians. It comes with a soca music, calypso, dance, reggae, jungle, drum and bass, R&B. It's a very, very popular carnival, if not one out of so many of the biggest carnival in the globe. It's an opportunity if the Yoruba can also put in what we can call our own moving vehicle to attend the Notting Hill Carnival. We can have that done by making sure that we have our own system, in a moving vehicle, and everybody will have opportunity láti tẹ̀lé mọ́tò yẹn. Not just that alone, 2 million people would also be able to see and watch the Notting Hill Carnival, but also now asking us, wow, Yorùbá ni àní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a kì í ṣe Nigeria, and we can start telling people more about our cause and the reason why we want out of Nigeria. But if we don't do all this, we can only do what we can do, but in the long run, we will all have to ask ourselves questions later on. And I don't want us to ask questions after, we are now saying, Ebadeti Shibai, Abamati Shibai. For us to stop the amalgamation, for us to tell the world, the reason why we want our own sovereign nation is to push out all this effort now before it is too late. It's a countdown to the election, which the government is still preparing. Whether we like it or not, the government will continue to put in their own campaign and the politicians. But there's still a lot of information that there will be a coup before 2023. If there's not going to be a coup, they are going to annul the election. They'll give you excuse that there is insecurity in Nigeria and the election is not going to happen. I'm talking about the 2023. So, two things will occur before 2023. The military is still interested to hijack the government and then dismantle the fake constitution that they brought in the first place, because it was the military of Abdul Salam Abubakar that brought in the 1999 military decree. It's a diktat. So when the military eventually hijack, people are wasting their time. Those of you that are saying go and get PVC, we're going to chase them out. The military is just laughing at you. Every day I get intel, and the intel today still tells me that the military wants to take over the government. And not just that alone. Terry, a lot of the atrocity tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nigeria, àwọn military wà behind. Terry, gbogbo attack tẹ́ ń rí nílẹ̀ Igbo, tẹ́ ń rí ní, apart from èyí táwọn terrorists náà create. And my contact told me again today that the military will not go after any terrorist. All right, I'm going to have to drop one because it seems it's coming in and out. We definitely need to upgrade our system, and I hope we can do that, before as quickly as possible, because you can see that we're struggling almost every night. Yeah, it's really, really slowing us down. All right, what we'll probably do is maybe in the next couple of days or weeks, I'm gonna have to come up and see what we can do. But for now, let's just continue to manage it. I can monitor the screen. I know it's settled down and it goes in and out. So it depends be heavy load lórí system here. So kini mo solo, the military wants to take over, and there's no doubt about that. The evidence still comes to me today. The Koiki Elogbaradi, military Magbajoba. I'm not concerned about it. I've already told them that we are not going to be my fellow Nigerians, because we are not Nigerians. Nigerians is for those gullible ones that still believe in Nigeria. So if the military comes out and say, my fellow Nigerians, we will tell them we are not your fellow Nigerians, we are Yoruba. And that will then make where it becomes chaos, which I want us to always put at the back of our head. Because if the military comes out today and we are saying to them, we are not my fellow Nigerians, so Kilamashi, are we going to fold our hands, or are we going to prepare and say whatever is going to happen will happen? Or we just allow them to take over, take all the governors out, bring in a military administrator like they've done in the past, then also dismantle the fake constitution that was brought in the first place by the same military guys. And they're watching, they're listening to us, and they're concerned. But they want to use heavy force, from what I'm told. The military, I'm talking about the military in Nigeria, will use heavy force should a coup come this time around. Because they do know that there's a lot. Okay. There's a lot of strain on the broadcast. Nígbà tí Pope wá tó wá bàbàchà, àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yé nísìn. Abacha was not listening. Abacha refused to listen to the Pope. Àbẹ́ mọ̀ pé nígbà tábàchà wà láyé lọ́pa Kensariwiwa, Nigeria was removed from the different, we were suspended, by the end of the day, these guys don't listen. So if you think that, America, you're wasting your time. We should focus on the situation that is about to occur in that messed up country. And that is why we must continue to do a lot right now before it is too late. And this can happen anytime, either before the 2023 or just close to 2023. There's a lot of planning that is going on by the military guys. And it is entirely up to us to listen. Forget about everything that is happening about the campaign that is going on. The military is not interested in all that. There's a different agenda. Some of our politicians, from what I'm told, have an idea what is going to happen. So there might be soft landing for them. Our politicians are already compromised. So ṣé tẹ́lẹ̀ ni military máa kàn gbàjọba tí àwọn ló máa ní gbogbo control. But this time around, we're talking about the military and now the civilians. I know we've always had civilians working in conjunction with the military coup, but I'm not talking about the present politicians are now saying we need soft landing. Take over the power, but you know, certain things just overlooked it. And that is where the problem is. So do we all sit back and do nothing, or do we do something? It's a system. It's extremely hot. You can see from the broadcast. So, like I said, there's danger ahead. There is a big danger ahead of us. And we must do everything to avert that danger. Everything that we know, we must do it. And part of how we can do that is to talk to the world directly and indirectly. Not to come and rescue us. Don't think any government will bring in their military to fight the Nigerian government on your behalf. If anybody is thinking in that direction, you are not in the right mind. That one country will just bring in their military and fight on behalf of the Yoruba people or the Biafra to leave. It doesn't work like that. We must first be ready to rescue our own self. And maybe they can have sympathy and say, hold on guys, we don't want too much bloodshed. We've seen enough blood, we've seen enough damage, collateral damage, enough is enough, and that probably maybe they can kick in. But without that, we will just all sit behind the fence and then scream and scream and scream. So that is on that. Let's continue. Once again, I know the broadcast is going in and out. I want to test something, so I'm going to let it run through. Because only Kokotimotun test. We're running on a full load capacity on the system tonight. So I'm literally streaming all my broadcasts from the laptop tonight. I know you might be getting the flick, but then I will adjust some things later tomorrow during the next broadcast. But for now, we're running, apart from the Twitter that is not running from the system. But I'll let it run through, even if sometimes you have to get that flick. The economy is bad. The situation is worst. And a lot of people are selfish not to listen to that. Your own family can be doing very well in Nigeria, does not mean Nigeria is working. Your own family can have a better opportunity than the other family, does not mean Nigeria is a great country. Your own family can have access to the basic things of life, does not mean that Nigeria is working. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín, your family is doing great, but other families are not. And I'm not sure whether you're considering that as a factor in all our conversation that Nigeria is not great. But you are looking at it as, okay, we agree with you, Koiki, and the rest of you campaigning for Yoruba nation. Nigeria is not as good as it is, but we can make it good. And I'm asking you how. How do you want to make it great? What are you going to do differently so that we can all make Nigeria a great place? Because I believe we have tried to make it a great place. I have promoted Nigeria in the past. I have said Nigeria is a good place. But now I'm looking at it, I'm asking myself, I don't think so. For those of you that still think so, how? What do you think we can do different to make Nigeria a better place? Oh, chase all the old politicians away, bring in the new ones, change the political party, bring in a new leader. How? How do we make Nigeria a better place? Is the question for those of you that still disagree with the breakup or disintegration or dissolution, depending on which name or how you want to call it. How do you want to? Báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ make Nigeria great? Because the reason why a lot of you oppose, the self-determination is you have faith in Nigeria. You don't have to be living in abroad before you have faith. There's millions of Nigerians inside Nigeria that still believe in. Ẹ ṣàlàyé nǹkan tá lè ṣe to make Nigeria a better place as against ìtawà ń sọ fún ẹ̀yin. Ekiti rally or Ekiti court case is coming up on the 11th, which is again the next 3 days, if I'm right. The last one, a lot of people would have loved to go. But as usual, our people are poor in Nigeria. Not because they want to be poor. Nigeria literally made them a poor people. Àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà nílé, ẹ má rò pé ẹ̀yin ní ẹ wà labroad, iṣẹ́ tẹ̀yin ṣe táwọn náà bá l'opportunity ní Nàìjíríà, wọ́n máa ṣe táwọn náà máa wà comfortable, but they don't have it. So, the last one that I attended, from what I was told, there was a bit of support towards the transportation for those that wanted to travel down there. And I believe those that did that knows themselves. But I have a back end of how much the vehicle took them from point A from each of the states, because I spoke to someone that was behind the organizing of that on my way to the event of Babala Filano. I spoke to her and she sent me the list of how much they had to pay from point A to point B from each of the states. But I'm grateful that one of our listeners in Dublin has confirmed that after sending that list to him, that he will pick up 2 states from that list. And that money has been sent to me. So tomorrow I'll be putting that money towards that movement for the transport that will take people to Ekiti State on the 11th. Those at home are ready to do a lot of things, but they don't have the money. But because a lot of us sit in our own different comfortable place and say, oh, ati send owo, ati nowo, ati ṣe this, trust àwọn tó wà nílé. but ẹ̀yin ò lè kúrò níbi tẹ́yin wá yẹn, àwọn tó wà nílé la máa rán níṣẹ́. Ṣé tó wà lamẹ́ríkà ló máa lọ sí nàìjíríà lọ sí Èkìtì, àbẹ́ni tó wà ní Malaysia, àbẹ́ni tó wà ní Spain, ní Germany, ní Cyprus, ní Turkey? And that is why we must continue to support those at home. Yes, nínú ẹ̀ náà làwọn kan máa fi jẹun, nínú ẹ̀ làwọn kan máa fi wà okay. But the word I keep hearing all the time is people make it look like, oh, Yoruba nation, làwọn kan fi gbéra wọn ga ló máa fi live that big life. You are all wasting your time if you are thinking in that direction. Because I'm asking myself, èlò lowó náà tá à ń pariwo gan all the time? Èlò ni owó náà tí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ pé àwọn tó ń ṣe Yoruba nation, owó lowó owó 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 owó. $1.4 billion was missing from Nigeria between a year. And you all idiots could not all go and ask the question. I'm talking about $1.4 billion was missing. Ó yẹ kẹ́ juná sí gbogbo Nàìjíríà lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kó blow down ká kó mọ̀ pé kò sí Nàìjíríà mọ́. But àwọn tó kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba nation, owó tó tó nǹkan, everybody keeps shouting and screaming their head out. And that's sometimes I just ask myself, àwọn program ẹlòmíì, ìyẹn kan tẹ̀ ní pé ká wá swear pé èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation, ẹ wá swear pé owó Yorùbá nation tó kó fún yín, kẹ wá fi ọmọ yín swear, kẹ wá fi ìyá yín swear. Ẹ̀yin ò ṣe lọ bí àwọn tó ń jí owó yín ní Nàìjíríà pé kọ́ wá fògùn swear. I don't understand how our people think. But because everybody believe that Yorùbá nation, owó kan wà nínú ẹ̀ táwọn kan tó ń ná tó ń lò. I'm talking about $1.3 billion. Ó dà pé ẹ tẹ understand it, can't pay the 1.3 billion. Because if you understand it, let me bring it back to Naira. That's about 1.4 trillion Naira was missing in Nigeria for 1 year. Lọ blow gbogbo nǹkan ní Nigeria, kí ló máa bí yín? Why should we even ask them to present the receipt? Or a receipt kan lélẹ̀? I'm talking about a country where $1.3 billion got missing from the crude oil revenue. That's about 1.3 or 1.4 trillion Naira. And it's a shame that Nigerians are just sitting down in their cocoon. And I just kind of asked the question, how about 1.4 trillion Naira? Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá, nǹkan ti lọ rẹ́rẹ́. Kí ni mo sọ? Nǹkan ti lọ rẹ́rẹ́. Yes, we are happy, we are grateful that people are doing their best, to make sure that, resources are needed and it has to be, and the money bag. So, àwọn èèyàn náà la máa bá èyí tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń wò wá. A mọ̀ pé yes, kò ń ṣe pé ẹ̀yin náà ń ṣe lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. But don't let people give you the impression that, people are having a kind of a luxury life on Yoruba nation. Àwọn tẹ́ rán lọ sí Ekiti nísìn níjọ́ 11th, wọ́n máa lọ náà the 10th. Ọ̀la náà kọ́ ló máa lọ yẹn nísìn. So that means pé a ní láti tètè make arrangement yẹn pẹ̀lú àwọn people yẹn lọ́la. Because, and the money was sent to me tonight, and like I said, I'll be disbursing that money to the contact where they will arrange the bus for people to go, to Ekiti. If anybody can help people separately, you can do so. But one thing is, I will always say it here. If anybody tells you that this movement is not going to need serious money until we get to the final destination, then we are all jokers. That means pé kan wá àwọn tó máa láàgùn ṣe wàhálà máa pariwo máa sọ̀rọ̀. Maybe you think we are doing Netflix. This is real. The Yorubas have now woken up. This is not the Yoruba of àwọn Baba Fẹ́nifẹ́re, and I don't have any regret saying that. This is a different Yoruba people that are now talking with determination to destroy, if it has to be that, to break, to damage. Àwọn ló ń bá Fúlàní sọ and restructure and ṣe constitution. Àwọn ní time yẹn. Because tó bá pé time yẹn lè fẹ́ kí n ní ni, mo lè change the whole narratives of Yoruba nation. Akọ́ máa fàágùn ni. Màá kọ́ máa wá nínú nípa in another 9 years, a máa gba Yoruba nation. And I can do it in a way that some of a caller called this morning. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ 9 years, mo máa gbọ́n tí bàbá yìí sọ. à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ before next year sọ̀rọ̀ 9 years ṣẹ́rọ̀ 9 years tí Nàìjíríà bá fẹ́ blow kó blow dànù ìgbà tó blow nǹkan kí ni ìwúlò Nàìjíríà àwọ̀ kì í ṣe àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re ni wọ́n ń fàágùn tó fi sọ di 30 years mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́ àwọ̀ kì í ṣe Afẹ́nifẹ́re àwa fẹ́ lọ by fire by force èèyàn kan pè mí pé òun wà concern pé ní stock up oúnjẹ mo ní problem olúkálukú nìyẹn 2 years ago ni mo ti sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ lọ máa stock up seed mo ní tẹ́ bá ti ń dáná nílé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé seed tẹ́ bá ní ẹ máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ kẹ́ fi sínú ibì kan 2 years ago lèmi ti ń pariwo yẹn pé kẹ́ lọ máa ránjẹ sílé tí bá ní kẹ́ ránjẹ sílé mo mọ̀ pé tẹ́ bá ra gàrí ẹ̀ ti jẹ́ tán but ẹ máa tọ́jú òpó pákí ẹ tọ́jú ẹ̀ sínú ilé ẹ tọ́jú ẹ̀ sáwọn ibi tẹ́ ti máa need ẹ̀ whether you live in the urban area or the city or the rural area or the villages because it will get to a stage where things can become nasty akàn rò pé kíní yóò lè become nasty that means pé àfẹ́gbà ló nìyẹn nǹkan ṣeré ọwọ́ nìyẹn that means pé we are not ready because I'm going to share the video with us now. Wọ́n náà pé gbogbo yín náà máa mọ bàbá ṣé bàbá AK àdúrà ló máa ń pe bàbá yẹn àbí. I saw that on the Yedara page and I believe the video was done yesterday while the man was doing his prayer. Probably bí àwọn kan ti rí àwọn kan lè má ti rí but I'm going to share it with us tonight and ask yourself if we don't get ready, things will catch up on every single one of us. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ máa ní ìjà ní kankan tá a fẹ́ fi jà. Wọ́n ní ara ìjà lẹ́yìn wà so kí lẹ wá ń béèrè wáìnì tó máa kó kan fún yín pé tó fi jà èyí tẹ́ wà nílé. Instead of you to look at your environment and start thinking of tó bá tẹ̀ délẹ̀ tán kí la lè lò ẹ̀ ń wá diaspora náà lówó yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ń wá diaspora tó máa wá kó àwọn owó fún yín tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ́ máa fi ra so many things no we are doing our best as well so ẹ̀yin náà má rò pé diaspora kan wà níbì kan tó jẹ́ Ògúndẹ́sì tó máa kówó kan jáde àbí tó jẹ́ Ọ̀tẹ̀dọ́lá we don't have those diaspora. But we can fight with everything within our capacity to defend ourselves. And part of that is what we're doing now. The awareness, the campaign, the push, the àwọn kan máa ní legal case yẹn kílẹ̀ yín wọ́ọ̀dì nípa yẹn fún ẹ̀yin ọ̀ṣẹ́ máa bọ́dọ̀ ara yín. Let's do everything. Let's push everything out there. Nígbà tá a ti sọ pé àwọn kì í ṣe Afẹ́nifẹ́re that means pé gbogbo nǹkan làwọn fẹ́ lò Afẹ́nifẹ́re ló ń bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣe sùúrù àwọn kan ní ẹ̀ lè bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà wọ̀ kí n bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà mo ní òkè because gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò tí ì rí wàhálà ni tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bá rí wàhálà tó ju wàhálà lọ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì gan máa ṣèké tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bá rí wàhálà tó ju wàhálà lọ tó ju ẹ̀mí tí wọ́n gan lọ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì gan máa mọ̀ pé yes àsìkò ti tó lóòótọ́ táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ. But we also need the numbers of people. And that is why we're saying, ẹ ṣe poster, ẹ ṣe sticker. Ẹlòmíì ní sí gbogbo sticker tó máa lò fún party wedding tó fi ṣe l'Amẹ́ríkà ní Germany ní Malaysia. Kò síbi tọ́mọ Yorùbá ò lè send nǹkan lọ. Àfi tá a bá fi jẹ́ kó débẹ̀. So ẹ ṣe pé àwọn èèyàn náà délé. Èlò ló ń ṣe fìlà báyìí. Okay, 1,000 naira. Kódà èmi á send owó sí ẹ lọ ṣe 20 pieces. Bá mi mo lọ fún wọn ní barbing shop tí mo máa ti ń gẹrun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn kò fún wọn níbẹ̀ tó bá wà ọwọ́ ẹ̀yin náà ti ṣe nínú ẹ̀ nìyẹn and that takes to gan tó wà nílé náà gan tó wà ní kọ̀ọ̀kan náà wà òkè tó lówó lọ́wọ́ and they are doing their best wọ́n ti mo tẹ̀ gbúrò chairman yẹn náà wọ́n lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta he spent millions of naira of his own personal money in doing a lot and I have not spoken with him I think after I left Nigeria. And it was distributing to different places. So people are coming in later low, and they are doing their best. So it's not literally with diaspora and economic fund the movement. It is being funded by everybody. I want to know how much and no blood. And we must not relent and think that America is going to come and support us and help us and give us all the necessary tools to fight. No. You look at your environment and you just say, okay, and you don't need to leave your local government. Because local government tell you that if I say local government, mo mean pe geographical area àdúgbò ẹni mo mean ko mean pe ẹlòmíì tí bá ní local government, you kan ní ṣe local government chairman office ni mo sọ. No, I'm not talking about the office. Office kan wà ní. I'm talking about agbègbè ibi tó ń gbé. Know it very well. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the broadcast. I'm going to share that with us. Like I said, I picked that up from the Yedara page. And this is the video coming out. Let's watch it together.
We are a slave. Praise the Lord. Daddy wa Tinubu boya wo mo pe slave lanse. No, Baba Tinubu, I love the man. Ẹ má gbọ́. Ó lè jẹ́ wí pé mo mọ̀ pa njiya. Mo fi Ọlọ́run Israeli seri. Torí pé àwọn tí yí wọn ká tán bá ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn ò ní mọ̀. Oh, are you hearing me? Ẹ sọ fún àwọn tí wọ́n tó sí wọn lè mọ̀mọ́ yìí pé ìyà ń jẹ wá sà. Ẹ sà ìyà ń jẹ ọ̀pọ̀tọ́ ìpọ́ ìyà. Ìpọ́njú ti mú àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ìyà gidi ń jẹ wá sà. Ó tọ́ mú sọ́fí sà. Ẹ wá ọ̀nà ebi ń pa wá sà. I'm telling you the truth sà. Bàbá àkọ́kọ́ rẹ̀ tí torúkọ yóò fi ní parẹ́ láéláé. Tí ẹ bá lè ṣe nǹkan ẹyọkan yìí, orúkọ yóò lè ṣe kí ni o. Ẹ ti ní ayé ẹjẹ́ àgbàgbé rẹ̀. Bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ méjì àtàlà yín jẹ sà. Ẹ ti ní ayé ọ̀run ni òṣù ọ̀run ni òṣù. Praise the Lord. Ṣùgbọ́n tó lọ ń bá lè lò yín láti ran ìdílé wa lọ́wọ́. Tó lọ ń bá lè lò yín láti ran ilẹ̀ yìí lọ́wọ́. Ẹ sà ìyà ń jẹ wá sà. Sẹ́ni ẹni tó rò pọ̀ ń lówó nínú wa, inú ewu ló wà, inú ìbànújẹ́ ló wà, inú ìyà ló wà. Ẹjọ́ sà ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ìyà ń jẹ wá ẹ kọ́ọ̀tù ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa sórí rẹ ní ká ẹ kọ́ọ̀tù ẹ o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá máa kọ́ọ̀tù ẹ kọ́ọ̀tù ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ sà. Ìyà ń jẹ wá gan sà. Ẹ wò ẹ gbàgbé yín pé sẹ́rí àwọn ọmọ yín Ọlọ́run ṣàánú tiwọn náà. Ẹ ṣàánú wa ní kórìíta tá a wà yìí. Ẹ̀yin la gbé bẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí gbogbo ẹ̀yin mọ́tẹ́ nìkan ní ọ̀nà òfìfẹ́ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni. Ẹ sà kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fi ní orúkọ.
Heard about GoDaddy websites plus marketing? Build a website for free. Get found online with GoDaddy.
Tó lè mú kẹ Mósè tí ò jẹ àwọn ọba ti jẹ láyé ní before Mósè ohun tí ò jẹ korúkọ Mósè ọparẹ òní wípé ó kó Ísírẹ́lì jáde kúrò nínú kíni o nínú oko ẹrú ẹjọ́ sà àwọn Ísírẹ́lì náà ń bímọ nílẹ̀ Íjíbítì wọ́n ń bímọ ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n gan ṣùgbọ́n nínú oko ẹrú wọ́n sì jẹ kíni o òní ẹsùn wa ẹjọ́ sà ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ if there is any solution we want you gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí wọ́n pè ní Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ṣé Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ní yàgbé Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kòròfo tí ì bá sí Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kòròfo this is an opportunity for you sir. Àfẹ́ bodyguard ẹ̀yin lè lo bodyguard not everybody can. Mo wà ń Germany mi ò rí anybody tó ń lo bodyguard mi ò rí anybody tó ń lo bọ̀dá Ọbásanjọ́ díẹ̀ báyìí lókùn kémi àti wọ́n pàdé ní Spain praise the Lord nígbà mo wà ní plane lọ́dọ̀ wọn sọ pé dáàdi ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mo ní mo ti wọ́n ní plane náà Ọbásanjọ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ìbá sí Spain sí wọ́n sọ káyọ̀ wọ́n pàdé wọ́n sì ọmọ yẹn lọ́dẹ̀ sí mi lọ sí airport mo ní bodyguard mélòó wọn lò wọn ò lo bodyguard kankan so the same police tó ń sọ ìjọba ló ń sọ àwọn èèyàn everywhere tí number ti dé lè pole president iná ti dé lè everybody. I'm telling you mi ò parọ́. I told you 2018 Ọlọ́run sọ fún mi pé kí n sọ fún wa pé kí n sọ fún Nàìjíríà pé ogun ń bọ̀ pé wàhálà ń bọ̀ pé ìdààmú ń bọ̀ 2000 ẹ lọ gbọ́ àwọn mẹ́sẹ̀gì mi ò kí ń jíṣẹ́ tó lọ́run ò bá ara mi ò ń jíṣẹ́ tó ẹjọ́ sórí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ dádì bọ̀dá wa Tinubu sẹ́rí èèyàn níyìn fún wa èèyàn níyìn ẹ̀yin lọ́lọ́run sì fún láṣẹ ń bè lò tẹ́lẹ̀ láṣẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ bá anybody sọ wà láwa nínú ewu we are in danger àánú làwa kan rí gbà tá a fi ń lọ́bọ̀ tí ò bá sí áńgẹ́lì tó ń sọ wa máa ti mú àwa gan lójú ọ̀nà máa ti sún wa jẹ ẹjọ́ sà ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tẹ́ ní àṣẹ gbogbo ẹ̀yin lawyers tẹ́ ní àṣẹ ní orílẹ̀-èdè ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣàánú wa we are in problem we are suffering tẹ́ ẹ bá dé party sà tẹ́ ẹ bá dé party ẹ máa rí àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n mú ewédú àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n gbé láìlọ́nù lọ́wọ́ ewédú ẹ ṣà kò síbẹ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ò lè sọ̀kalẹ̀ láti wá ṣe léyìí mọ́ Ọlọ́run gbọ́dọ̀ dọ́dún ẹnìkan lọ́lọ́run máa wọnú ẹ̀ ìyà ń jẹ wá ẹ ṣàánú wa torí Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣàánú wa bọ̀dá Tinubu ẹ dìde gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba alẹ́ Yorùbá tẹ́ ẹ dákẹ́ ẹ gbàgbé ń pa politics this is not the matter of politics we are suffering our children are dying our parents are dying we are suffering please help us out of this bondage God can use you ẹ̀sà Olúọmọlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀sà you can bá bọ̀dá Tinubu sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ gbàgbé yín pé àmọ́ wẹ́nìkan kíkẹ́ ìfẹ́ lọ palágbẹ́já ẹ gbàgbé ìgbé Sunday ọmọ Ìgbòho ó ní ìgbéraga ẹ gbàgbé anything kò sẹ́ni tí ò níwà tiẹ̀ èmi gẹ́gẹ́ níwà tèmi àìmọye mo ti gbéraga sí àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni àìmọye lọ́dẹ̀ ti gbéraga sí mi náà ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run we are suffering in this country I'm crying as a prophet of God people are dying people are suffering we need assistance from you people. God cannot come down by himself to come and do it but he will send some people like you are there no my people cannot continue like this when God saw the spirit in him this is an opportunity to use I want to free him I want to free them Ọlọ́run wá decide láti gbé agbára wọnú Mósè wá di alágbára ó wá di ẹni tó gba Ísírẹ́lì ohun tí ò jẹ́ kórúkọ rẹ̀ ó parẹ́ nìyí mindaba zata yakali dagaba brother go besete mo gbàdúrà lónìí Tinubu níbi tó bá wà ó yá ayé rẹ̀ gba agbára báyìí agbára tó fi lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ó yá báyìí Olúọmọ I recognize Olúọmọ kọ́ lórúkọ rẹ̀ ni I recognize mo gbàdúrà Olúọmọ Òṣòdì mò ń sọ o kì í ṣe tẹ̀gbẹ́ inú ilé yín yẹn o Olúọmọ Òṣòdì tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ I recognize kí ló kọ Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Gani Adams we need your support ẹ wo ọmọ ìyá yín ẹ wo ibi ikú ṣe ń lé ọmọ ìyá please we are suffering we are seriously suffering èwo ló gba délẹ́kí wá tó gba lẹ́tà ikú where are them they are all Yorùbás please people are suffering àwa tá a ní change láti gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ a lè jẹun kí inú wa ká ṣe kí ni o ká gbó ká sùn a lè sun oorun ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ yẹn tẹ́ ń wò mí ẹ ṣí ààrẹ bọ́lá wọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ Olúwa ní bẹ̀yìn láàárọ̀ yìí ni o Olúwa ní bẹ̀yìn láàárọ̀ bàbá dẹ̀ wí ẹ máa kó bọ̀kẹ́ ẹ máa wá káàkiri lórúkọ Jésù ayé yín ò ní bàjẹ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ń pa tara wa nìkan ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run sà ẹ gbàgbé gbogbo ntẹ́nìkan nílé ti sọ sí yín tàbí tó ti lè wù níwà bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ dìde gbogbo yín lẹ dákẹ́ bàbá Adébóyè Adébóyè alẹ́mọ́ gbàgbé Adébóyè bàbá wa ní rìdíìmù bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ràn wa wá fẹ́ràn yín Ọlọ́run Ísírẹ́lì mọ̀ yín Ọlọ́run bàbá Kúmúyì ẹ̀dẹ̀dákẹ́ pẹ̀hún bí ìgbà pẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà mọ́ sẹ́wọ̀n àti ìpàkàkàn náà ọmọ Deeper Life ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹ̀yin ti CAC ẹ̀dẹ̀dákẹ́ bàbá general overseer CAC ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ẹ̀dẹ̀dákẹ́ gbogbo yín ṣé ká wá máa continue ìyá yín náà ni ṣé wàá máa kí lẹ́wàá sọ wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ṣé wàá sọ wípé ẹ fi wá núyà ni àbí ìwàásù tẹ̀ ń wà gan ṣé gbogbo wa kọ́ là ń ṣègbè èèyàn bí 100 million ń pariwo pé ebi ń pa wọ́n ń pariwo pé ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n gbogbo yín yẹ dọ́kẹ́ ẹ lọ́dà bẹ́ẹ̀. Tẹ́yìn bá lówó láti kọ́ ọmọ yìí ní Amẹ́ríkà sáwà nírú owó yẹn ni. Tẹ́yìn bá lówó láti káwọ́ ọmọ yìí lọ sí Germany sáwà nírú owó yẹn ni. Àníyàn rẹ̀ bọ́ lọ́wọ́. We are in problem. Olúwa tún sọ fún mi pé kí n declare àwẹ̀ ọjọ́ kan o. Olúwa ní kí n declare àwẹ̀ ọjọ́ kan o. Ọ̀nì wá oṣù tí ń bọ̀ torí nǹkan àbàmì burúkú tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀.
Kábíyèsí Olódùmarè.
Tí ọba ti jáde Nàìjíríà rí, tí ọba ti jáde Nàìjíríà rí, kò ní mọ̀yàtọ̀ ń jẹ́. Tí ọba jáde Nàìjíríà rí, kò ní mọ̀yàtọ̀ ń jẹ́. Buhari wá gbé mi o. Kúkú mọ̀ pé ó ti rí iye gbé. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà dìde. Ẹ dákọ̀ bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ayé yín ò dá tẹ́ ẹ bá gbà wálẹ̀. Tinubu ayé rí wálẹ̀. Èyí tó lè mú káyé rí ó dáa. Ó ní kó gbà wálẹ̀. Ó ní ká ẹ gbà wá sílẹ̀. Ẹ gbà wá sílẹ̀. Ọlọ́run lákòókò ti tó. Olúwa bá mi sọ. Olúwa ní káwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ká tún declare àwẹ̀ ọjọ́ kan o. On the 1 aago 12 ọ̀sán. On the 1 bàbá mi tún on the 1 oṣù kẹjọ. Ó ní ká tún gbàwẹ̀ ọjọ́ kan o. Fún ìtúsílẹ̀ wa. Gbogbo wa là ń ṣẹrú. Ìwà tó rò pé onímọ́tò méjì mẹ́ta. Ó ń tara rẹ̀ ní òní kankan. Ẹrú ló ń ṣe. Oko ẹrú làwọn ẹ̀dùn wà lẹ̀. Àṣẹ máa. Àṣẹ máa. Ọlọ́run Abrahamu o, Ọlọ́run Isaki, ìwọ tó mú mi wọ orílẹ̀-èdè 16 tó sọ.
You don't have to believe him, neither am I asking you to believe what he has said. But at least he's delivering a message, just as everybody knows that there's a problem ahead. He's saying his own from the perspective of somebody that lives in Nigeria, even if you don't take him from the religious perspective. Ẹ ní láti gba wòlíì yẹn gbọ́, but gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ń gbé ní Nàìjíríà, wọ́n mọ ìyà táwọn èèyàn ń jẹ. Just as bíbí náà tí mo gbé Nàìjíríà, mo mọ ìyà tí àwọn tó wà nílé ń jẹ. Whether targets pé religion angle lòun fi ń sọ̀rọ̀, everybody knows that we are in danger. And the danger has been with us for a very long time. But some of us did not see it clearly. Because everybody knows Nigeria wasn't working, but we didn't see it deep to understand the issues and the problem that is now confronting us, which is ethnic cleansing. Gbogbo wa kàn wo Nigeria as ìlú tó ṣiṣẹ́, but nísìn la realize pé no, kò ṣe pé ìlú yóò ṣiṣẹ́. There is what they call ethnic cleansing inside it. And if we don't stop it, it consumes everybody. It will consume you, it will consume me, it will consume somebody you know and the person you don't know. Ó kàn jókòó, ó ń wá ẹni tó fẹ́ consume. Ó kàn dúró, ó ń wá ẹni tó máa swallow. ó wá kù sí ẹni tó bá bọ́ sí lọ́wọ́. Bọ́ gbogbo wa ti bọ́ sí lọ́wọ́ already, one way or the other. Gbogbo wa ti bọ́ sínú mẹ́sì yẹn. But ìgbìyànjú tí a máa ṣe tí kò fi ní di bó ṣe yẹ lọ, òun la gbé dání nísìn tá fi ń sọ pé ká dá dúró. Torí pé the more tá bá fi àyè lẹ̀ sí, the more là ń fún wọn ní power láti make sure pé wọ́n consume gbogbo wa. Mo lọ Nigerian passport, mo rí passport ìgbà náà, gbogbo yẹn kọ́ là ń sọ nísìn. Àbá ní gbogbo yẹn. Wọ́n ṣe títì, títì yóò dá, wọ́n ṣe hospital, ìyẹn minor ni. Èyí tó ṣì ń bọ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ consume wa débi pé tẹ̀ nílé máa ráyè sọ̀rọ̀ hospital débi kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ títì. They're just waiting to consume us. Let's listen.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our own land. That for me is personally intolerable. It's not an acceptable condition. And whatever it takes, I stand ready to contribute in any way.
I want us to take note of every word tí Tabai, Professor Wole Soyinka, the Nobel laureate. I'm going to go slowly. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan straight, but when I come back, I'm going to take it bit by bit. Let's listen to it again.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our own land. That for me is personally intolerable. It's not an acceptable condition. And whatever it takes, I stand ready to contribute in any way.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, I'm now going to break it down to my own understanding. I'm talking about what Professor Wole Soyinka just said in these 30 seconds. These 30 seconds that can now save our lives if you want your life to be saved. Or if you don't want your life to be saved, you can still think that you have a country called Nigeria. I'm trying to find my pen. Each time the kids keep taking the pen. More. I highlight the Baba Wole Soyinka sọ. Can we take it one at a time? So I'm going to play it again one more time. Let's hear it one more time again.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our own land. That for me is personally intolerable. It's not an acceptable condition. And whatever it takes, I stand ready to contribute in any way. So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our own land. That to me is personally intolerable. It's not an accident.
Bring my face out. Two things or three things I picked up from what he said. And the program for 2 years, I have repeated the same thing. Nothing has changed. But fair and tó ń sọ̀tọ̀ fún yín àbí. Ẹni Koiki fẹ́ gbógun wá sí Nàìjíríà. Ẹni mò ń gbógun bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. He said, and I quote, "The war is at our doorsteps." Ṣé òyìnbó tèmi máa ń sọ yàtọ̀ ni àbí Yorùbá tí mò ń sọ yàtọ̀? Pé ogun ń bọ̀. Ohun tẹ̀wá sọ pé ogun ń bọ̀ ní war is at our doorsteps. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa mobilization. Kí ni mò ń sọ fẹ́yìn tẹ̀wá lé ní gbogbo ìgbà pé kẹ́ lọ máa jàmàlà tẹ́wédú, kẹ́ lọ máa gbáradì, kẹ́ lọ máa prepare. Àbí ẹ̀mọ̀ tán pè ní mobilization. Ẹ ṣì ní expect èmi kí wọ́n mobilize yín. Only we will be slaves in our land. Kí ló ń pè ní slaves? Ẹrú. Mo play ti from the religious aspect. Ṣé bàbá AK-47 àbí bàbá àdúrà AK-47? Àwọn kan mú ká comment. Religion. Ilé tún kọ́. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ sọ pé ìbílẹ̀ dá ló dá confratize sílẹ̀. Ẹ lọ ka comment wà lábẹ́ fídíò yìí lórí page wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún play fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let's share it again.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on?
What do they expect of us now that the war is at our doorstep? Pé ogun ti wà lójú kókó ẹsẹ̀ ilé wa báyìí. Ọmọ Yorùbá. Ọmọ Yorùbá o. Ẹ kálẹ́ bàbá mi Stephen Emmanuel. A sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la. Mo mọ̀ bí a fọ́ mo mọ̀ pé definitely ìgbà tí mo pè yín tí mo ti gbúrò yín. Pé ìwọ náà mo ti gbọ́ voice tẹ́yìn náà fi sílẹ̀. Aago kan ṣẹ̀lù àti wà ní èní ní 9. Ó ga o. Wàhálà ti dé báyìí. Ṣé tẹ́lẹ̀ ni máa ń sọ pé wàhálà ń bọ̀ bọ̀ ti dé báyìí rẹpẹtẹ. Wọ́n ní Koiki ló fẹ́ gbógun wá. Yé pogun, yé sọ̀rọ̀ ogun lórí program ẹ̀, yé pogun ogun ló máa ń sọ lórí program ẹ̀, kí ló dé ìwọ nìkan ni? Yé sọ̀rọ̀ ogun. Mo ní okay. No problem. Ẹ jà gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ again.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization.
Mobilization. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wá meaning mobilization. Tó bá sọ pé nǹkan mobilization, mobilization. Kí ni meaning ẹ̀? Àti kí ni pronunciation ẹ̀? Okay, ìyẹn lè lo Z instead of S.
Mobilization. Mobilization. Mobilization.
The action of a country or its government preparing, organizing troops for active service. Ọmọ àlè ní òyìnbó. Ẹ̀rù bí bàbá Wọlé Ṣóyínká bó ṣe rọra sọ. Ó bàbá wa ṣàlàyé pé the action of Yoruba people preparing and organizing for troops for active service to defend ourselves. Èmi mọ̀ pé Fúlàní ò lè borí wa, àmọ́ ká gbáradì dáadáa. Kó má bàa ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó pọ̀ lọ́rùn wa àbí lọ́rùn tí wọ́n rádà, because àwa kọ́ la fẹ́ dógúnlẹ̀.
Mobilization.
the action of making something movable or capable of movement. I've requested for KOIKIMEDIA, we need 1,000 pieces of walkie-talkie. Up to now, just as we asked for so many things, we probably maybe have about, about calculating 30 Tombo, we'll take with 20. All right. There's the just giving for the, I'm going to put, okay, thank you so much, as more people are also putting in, support there. And likewise, the CONIFA is still there as well. We keep pushing it as well. And we appreciate everyone for all the contribution as usual. Let's put this back again.
So what do they expect of us now? Now that this is...
Who is he talking to that we should go and mobilize? Tani, Professor Wole Soyinka sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ lọ sign petition.
Which is it for you, Dr. Badaya? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation.
The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforests of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
So which one do you want to take out of all these guys or all these men? Fẹ́ religion. Okay. Mo lọ gbé ti Wọlé Ṣóyínká wá. Fẹ́ yẹn. Mo tún lọ gbé ti late Dr. Malafia kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run kẹ. Èwo gan lẹ fẹ́ ńbẹ̀? Èwo gangan lẹ fẹ́? We are playing with fire. Real fire. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to those of us that are still awake. As we continue to educate our people and to tell them that the danger ahead is real. We should not be worried about the danger, but we should just prepare that whatever it is, we will do whatever is needed to make sure that we are not consumed. The late Malafia Obadia said, and I quote in that video, that when they finish the rural killings, they will come into the urban city. Kí ló ń pè ní urban city? Wọ́n ti kúrò láwọn abúlé agbègbè, wọ́n ti ń jáde wá síta. And this video was on Saturday that it happened somewhere in that.
Say mọ́tò inú igbó ni. Wọ́n jáde láti inú igbó ìwà ni sẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ escape o.
You can see how the vehicles are driving around them as if nothing is happening. You can see, and don't be repetition link. Tẹ́ bá wo òkè tó ń scroll yẹn, èmi gan tí bá dijú mi gan mo lè kankan tí ó wà lókè yẹn. Ṣẹ̀yìn tẹ́ bá ń bèrè repetition link, òun ni ó wà lókè yẹn. We're not posting it on Facebook because it's not going to be allowed. So don't ask us to do so. Ẹ wo àwọn mọ́tò tó ń lọ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe attack yìí. Everybody is just going as if nothing has happened. Let's watch this again.
Say mọ́tò inú igbó ni. Wọ́n jáde láti inú igbó ìwà ni sẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n jáde láti inú igbó yẹn wá ní sẹ́ẹ̀. Just as the late Malafia said, tó bá kúrò tán nínú, tó bá ṣetán pẹ̀lú nínú villages yìí, wá wá bọ́ síta, wá dé pẹ̀lú gbogbo yín nínú urban city.
Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ escape o. Fulani herdsmen. See?
Ìyẹn ṣì ń sọ pé Fulani herdsmen, because that's what the government is telling those at all. Fulani herdsmen. Àwọn tó ń dẹran. Ṣé àwọn tó ń dẹran ló ń jáde lọ yìnbọn pẹ̀lú AK-47, AK-49? Nǹkan sì mú kí àtọ́bí mi lọ́mọ come on board. Àbúrò mi yìí nísìn. They are calling them Fulani herdsmen because that's what Channels Television is calling them. That's what ITV is calling them. NTA, Fulani herdsmen, come out on the main road, kidnap people, took them away, collect ransom, sleep with some of them. It's Fulani herdsmen. Don't worry, everything is fine. There is a problem with the sound of the video both on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook is repeating itself. Okay. Let me hear myself. There's a problem with the sound of the video both on Facebook and YouTube. Wow, There, you want to come out and come back in. I know there's a stress on the broadcast, but I'm working on something, and I hope um, we'll fix it after the broadcast. It's too late now.
See? Just now. Fulani Herdsmen. Yeah, this is Lagos Benin or Expressway.
This is Lagos Benin Expressway. Fulani Herdsmen. Hey.
Just now, see.
Sharing kan tán fi ìbọn dá lára. Kò ṣe kòbókò lọ ń lò yó ìbọn gidi.
See.
Ẹ̀yọ́ ti kó gbogbo passenger lọ. Everybody any see Nigerian see I can record it. Hey, Fulani Herdsmen. Let's watch it again.
Say moto.
Look at the whole environment. No police, no soldier, no military, no helicopter flying above to find out where they are. Everybody is just going their belt and assuming everything is normal. As long as I pray to Jesus, I pray to Anabi, I do Isheshe, everything is fine. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí wọ́n pàdé mi lọ́nà. Okay, àwọn ilé ìtọ́ kọ́kọ́ lọ àwọn gbàdúrà bí. Táwọn tó kó lọ yìí ẹ fẹ́ pé wọ́n gbàdúrà. Àwọn náà gbàdúrà bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí náà. It's just waiting. Everybody's just waiting for their time.
Inú gbó ni.
Wọ́n jáde láti inú igbó ìwà ni sẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó ní wọ́n jáde láti inú igbó yẹn wá ni. Now let's go back to listen to what this man is saying here. Mobilization. I sit here every day. I talk about so many ways that we can all go and prepare our mind. Let's listen to him again.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be.
Of us now that this war is on our doorstep. Ṣé eléyìí ò tí ì ṣogun? Oh, because it's just one, Abi. Okay, no problem. My people, prepare your mind for the worst case scenario. That's all I'm going to just tell you. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to agree with me, but go and prepare your mind. I'm just listening to a video here, but I'm going to have to listen to it before I can make use of it. What the Igbo leaders are saying, that if the 2023 doesn't come to them, maybe Anloma declare we are afraid out of the team. I don't know what they say, but I'm trying to listen to it, but I want to focus. It's 18 minutes. I need to know which side I'm going to use. Èmi tí mo ti sùn nígbà tí mo ṣe broadcast tí mo ti jàmọ̀ láti ewédú tó dúró dáadáa. I just want us to go and prepare our mind that the situation will get worse before it gets better. Thank you so much, as we say to everyone. I'm going to share the link for all the platforms. The support. Don't hesitate to do so. So I'm sharing the link for the support towards the rally that is coming up. Your £10, £5, $20, €20, all those will help the organizers. It might be I know there's a lot of problem on the Facebook and the YouTube tonight, but we hope to resolve it during the next broadcast. Yoruba Nation, let's go and prepare our mind. Thank you so much. I'm going to appreciate every one of you before I go, because you are all part of the team now. So let me quickly appreciate you all from here before I start going. Morime Babami, Simon Adebisi, Aziz Rahman, Mr. Shina Nuruddin, Mr. Soji Adeshokan, Ahmed Jalil, Bamidele Mohammed, Bola Gade Ibrahim, Latsa Concept, Ayola Oluwatosin, Alonwole Obanshola, very beautiful name. Leah Ajayi, Ayo Fisayo, Saludin Babatunde, John Adeojo. That is on that. Let's come to this other one and see who is there so that we can appreciate you all. Iyawa Ola Odus, thank you so much. Iyawa Yinka, Yeah, Akinola. My brother Ayomi Kundamiju. Olatunde Sahid. Johnson Ajisafe. Okay, I think are you not the one that sent me? Okay, I'm not sure your YouTube channel that you want me to help you to promote a little bit. I'm not sure whether you're the same person. I think you are. Let me check. Sometimes our people that are doing great as well just want us to help them push their own platforms out. I think you are. Okay, we'll message to sense in the last. Then consider can't see the message. Message is too much. But I've already helped you to share your link anyway, so I'm sure people will see it whenever they come across it on our timeline. So let me quickly just appreciate people that are still here. Ayo Alabi, thank you so much. Iyami Enin Lolobo, Baba mi Stephen Emmanuel, Mr. Kayode Samuel, Musba Lawal, how you doing, my brother? Temitope Felix. The link, I believe you can just go on www.ominirayoruba2022.org. When the lot is sending, what called space and so then by my type a come together. I'll share link and see by because of Facebook. I mean, Allah Omaba says, you must make sure you find time to rest. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, let's appreciate those of you on YouTube before I start going. Okay, thank you so much. 007 Bounty, how's it going? I'm doing very well, man. My brother, I appreciate you, sir. Mr. Moses Fadipe, Tulings at Navity, Levy Navity, Omo Odudu Anime, my brother, Africa Confidential. Thank you so much. I'm just wrapping up, so I'm just appreciating those of you with me tonight before we start going. BMA Media TV. This man was killed by deliberate not attending to him at the hospital. Yeah, they killed the late Dr. Malafia. He was killed. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Mia's Gold. Thank you so much. Mr. Taiwo Kike. Kunz Ajik Kenle. Kabi Bali. Thank you so much. I spotted my mom as well. Thank you for being with us tonight. Happy Rashid. Mr. Biola Jegede. Mr. Michael Ade. Prince Abimbola. Thank you. Afiz Kosa. Oduatide. Ajoke Ade. Kueto. Thank you, Yami. Moses Fadipe. Fatai Ogunefun. Ja. Thank you so much. Wasiu Taiwo. Terry Omalade. God Last Born. And Ade Ake. And anyone that I have not mentioned, thank you all for being with me tonight. Olamilekon Zobo. Anthony Adedeji. Ande Adun. Rahim Musa. Samson Bayo. Olamilekon again. Quiet. Buronyo. Alhaji Nkoshala Fel. Alhaji Noah. Damson. Great Dane. Gbemiga. Adiola Osinloye. Pamilerin Lawal. Adebayo Okikiola Emmanuel. Alora, my brother. Adura Magbao. Mukibubayi White Garment Churches. Parapata. Mukibubayi Muslim Christian. Ijesin Komogweda ni o. Ijo Minera ni o. Aba Esin Kokonja. So on that note, we're going to end it tonight like this. So we're just about a few minutes before we go tonight. Remember, let's keep the awareness going. Let's keep the campaign going. Àwọn onílẹ̀ wọn ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Ọlọ́run bá ní fi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá sí ọwọ́ Fúlàní. Wọ́n lè kó wa lẹ́rú, but we just have to prepare our mind and make sure that we are ready for whatever it takes. America will only come and help us when we start helping ourselves, and that goes with other countries as well. I appreciate everyone. We won't get tired, even though we Baba Akintoye work hard now so that we can enjoy it. Yes, sometimes we could get tired, but we have to keep the push. Moki gbogbo àwa tí a pàdé ní ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa tí a ti lọ ṣàdúrà fún Abala for you. It's gone. And that means that we're not going to be here forever. And the question you should ask yourself is, when you are gone as well, how do you want us to remember you? We're all doing our best, and I'm sure our best will be, we'll get through to where we want to be. Let's continue to remember our comrade that have died, Babawa Dogon. Let me get his picture out. And Alhaji Fatai. And also, there's another people that died while I was in Nigeria. And I think one got injured. Justice for Bamishe, our beautiful sister. Justice for Tolulo Parotile. 1:30 la magbeto iwasele, so I only have about 5 minutes left. Let's remember our Biafra brothers and sisters that they keep killing them all the time. Chinyere was killed by the DSS. Bamishe was used for ritual purpose, you know, in Lagos. The same Lagos, yeah, the same Lagos. Jumoke Oyeleke, we remember her. She was killed last year, July 3rd, during a peaceful rally in Lagos. Dr. Chilo was just under 72 hours to travel out of Nigeria to Canada, I guess, from what I was told. She had a visa, I don't know, or maybe resident, I don't know, but she was traveling out of Nigeria, but she got killed. And the only thing Amechi could say was, I told the government that the train life cannot be saved. What more can we say? Nigeria is a death trap. Delegewa was killed. It was not even up to my age. Letter bomb by Babangida Oriwicha Deniyemakusi. Remember, CONIFA is getting closer. Let's continue to promote that. Our brother MAZI KANU, we continue to pray for him where he is at the moment, and we believe he will be free and have his freedom, just as we have got our own freedom, especially after Chief Sunday IGBOHO was released. Chief Sunday IGBOHO is fine. That's all I can always tell you. I speak with him. He's doing very well, and that's all you need to know. I spoke with him yesterday, so that's all we need to know. Nothing more than that. For those that are probably concerned, we are Yorubas. We are not Nigerians. And one thing is, we will get to our promised land very, very soon. And those that do not believe, there's no problem. It's not a force to believe, but in the long run, you'll be part of it. Have a very good morning, and bye for now.
àwọn bàbá wọn kẹ́ fi ẹ̀bà wọn fi kọ́kọ́ lórí fún wa wọn fi ẹ̀bà wọn fi kọ́kọ́ lórí fún wa tí ó tẹ̀lé kó bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́run ní kó lójú gbogbo ìgbà ẹ̀rọ bọ̀ ìtàkùn àti ìdúpẹ́ láti ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ni àti ìdúpẹ́ ṣe